Good morning, beautiful souls. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. Um, this energy that has been going on has been intense, and especially for I know for the people that deal with depression. That you get those ups and you get those downs. The downs are what are really hard to deal with. Because a lot of people will think, you know what, you got a good life, you got this, you got that. What are you depressed about? You know what I mean? And the answer to that is, if I knew the answer to that and I could snap out of it, I definitely would. You know, but that's not. It's easier said than done. And I know there's a lot of other people out there too. I'm just grateful that I have a wife that is understanding and has compassion and grace whenever I'm in those valleys. And it's hard. It's hard to deal with this stuff sometimes. And but I know there's a reason for it. I know that I'm coming out the other end of whatever it is, stronger, more resilient, more full of life. I know this ain't gonna last forever. I know I will be healed of this. And I know the reason why I'm going through this stuff is so that I can help others get through it and be led through it, because it's difficult. It is. It's hard, and you know, at times I think that this ain't never gonna end. This is gonna be my life, and I ain't never gonna get through this, and that's that despair and that hopelessness that I feel at times, but then the next day I wake up and I'm feeling better. So always know that, always that, it may last a day, it may last a week. Know that there's going to be a day that you wake up and you're going to feel better. you know if you go through the cycles like I do now. There was a time in my life where I had depression every day, for years. And I just am so grateful. I am just pleased and grateful and full of absolute joy because I don't have it every day. I cycle now. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that these cycles are going to even end. I'm hopeful for that. And but the things that help me get through the cycles, the depression. You know what I mean? Is the things that I've applied to my life now, like how to read the Akashic records. Digging into the Akashic records and finding out what traumas in my past lives are have I brought into this life, and what needs to be healed. Doing that shadow work and getting rid of those traumas and getting rid of that old karma and things that no longer serve me. You know, and astrology. Digging into my astrology, uh, finding out what the planets are doing. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, if you got depression, the planets, the moon, the cycles, absolutely have something to do with it. You know what I mean? The energy that's pulling on us from the moon, where the moon phases are, and what is going on with your astrology. I tell you what, it helps me tremendously. Um, Crystals. I carry crystals on me uh, every day. I'll switch them out. I'll put a different one. I'll put them in my pockets. I have one in my left pocket, one in my right pocket, and it helps. It helps my energy. I know it does, because I will forget to put some crystals in my pockets one day, and I'll feel weird. I'm like, what's wrong with me, man? Something's going on, and then I'll fill my pockets. Oh, yeah, I don't have my crystal, so I go grab my crystal, put it in my pocket, and my energy changes instantly. So that helps me a lot. And right now our gifts are exploding. We're shedding the old energies to make room for the new incredible energies. Know that what we're going through right now is like being put in a pressure cooker. Kind of like what the diamond goes through when it's coal. You know what I mean? It has to be under pressure to make it beautiful. Just know that this pressure that we're going through right now there's a reason for it, and we're gonna come out shinier than we've ever been. So just hang on to it, man. Hang on and just keep pushing through it. Try to stay busy. If you can. If you're tired, rest. Take a nap. I do. I have to. I nap every day. You know what I mean? Because going through what I go through with this stuff, and knowing it's not my fault. You know what I mean? This depression is not my fault. You know what I mean? I can't just snap out of it. I can't just be happy when I'm depressed. You know what I mean? The head injuries that I had have a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? It knocks some stuff loose in there. You know what I mean? So, just knowing that it's not our fault, it helps. It helps me. I know that. Um, and anger. Anger is a valid emotion, man. Go through it. Get angry. Get upset. Cuss. Throw a fit. Don't try not to break stuff. You know what I mean? But get through that anger. Work it out. Go through it. And just, if you have to go somewhere by yourself and just scream and get it out, hit a pillow, whatever you got to do to go through that anger, to get to the other side of it, it helps. Don't try not to hold it in. Try not to suppress it. You know what I mean? Because that just makes it worse. It just bottles up more. And then the next time you do it, you're going to explode even more. That's not all this stuff is what I do. This is how I get through the things that I go through with being depressed and the anger and you know what I mean? And just know there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with anger. That's a valid emotion, and we just need to quit listening to people that say that you're not supposed to get angry. You know what I mean? And stuff like you're gonna make it worse for yourself if you're not pointing your anger at somebody else and taking it out on somebody else, or getting angry in a supermarket and throwing things and breaking things. Then just go somewhere by yourself and get through it. You know what I mean? Get pissed off, throw stuff, take some rocks, and this is what my wife tells people to do, is to everything that you're going through, grab a rock and throw it. Yeah, throw it away from you, and throw whatever you're going through, attach it to the rock and get rid of it. Throwing rocks. That's a good one. I'm gonna go do that today as I walk. I'm gonna take some rocks with me, hang on to them, and throw whatever I'm going through. Because yesterday was a bad day. Yesterday was well, I'm not gonna say a bad day. There really isn't bad days. I don't think they're just days of learning, days of getting through stuff. So I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna go throw some rocks, attach the things that are going on in my head. The things that are minor to some people, but for somebody with depression, they're major. They are. It's like, some people would look at some of the things that I go through, and they'll be like, "How? Why did that bother you?" Oh, it's just it does. So let that anger go. Get it out. However you need to get the anger out, get it out, because it helps whenever you're on the other side of it, when you work through it. Like I said, anger, allow that anger to flow through you like water, because if you hold on to it, it's going to get stagnant, and it's going to fester, and it's going to get worse, and build up like stagnant water would. You know what I mean? So let it flow. Let your emotions flow. Let your energy flow. Let all that stuff flow like water to keep it crystal clear and beautiful. So just know that days are gonna be better, man. Things are gonna get better. You know, especially with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. It's things are not falling apart. They're falling into place. You know, and just know that. You know what? Sometimes things gotta be tore completely down so that they could be rebuilt the way they're supposed to be built. You know, and that's the way I look at it. That's how I get through all this stuff that's going on. You know, I don't believe in politics myself. I don't. I have never voted, and I never will because I don't believe in it. And people think, well, if you don't vote, then how are we going to make any changes? You know, and I just, you know what you seen with this last election, how all that played out. It's corrupt. It always has been. You know, it always has been corrupt, and I've always felt that. Even when I was younger, I felt it. You know, and couldn't understand why. Why am I feeling these emotions against politics and politicians, and now I know why. You know what I mean? I mean, I absolutely know why. It's never been for the people. It's for the rich. It's for the politicians. You know, so I don't even get involved in it. I don't watch it. I don't watch the news. I don't watch media. You know, because I have enough stuff to deal with in my own head than to add that to it and make my make the depression worse by getting involved in all that. You know what I mean? Even on YouTube and other outlets. You know what I mean? I have to be really careful what I watch and what I allow into my space because any little thing can set someone with depression off. You know, and so I'm really discerning about what I watch and what I allow into my space. You know, and another thing is people that are like this with depression and even other issues and stuff are loners. They think there is something wrong with being by themselves, that they don't want to be around people, and you know what I mean. They think that that's a part of their depression. And what I got a while back was that the reason why a lot of us are loners is because we have that shaman within us that just like in the old traditional shamanic ways, the the shaman lived outside the village by their self, and the villagers would come to them. So that's the way I look at it. I look at that. That's my shamanic tradition within me, my ancestral heritage uh, playing itself out through me. You know, not to say I don't like to be around people and stuff, but most of the time I need to be by myself. You know what I mean? And that's how I get through that. There's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with being a loner, being by yourself. Maybe it's your shamanic traditions playing itself out. You know, so I don't know. I'm just want people with depression to know that they're loved, and there's people praying for you, and please pray for me. Keep me in prayers and in your meditations and good energy, and let's put a good intention out for the collective conscious today. Let's peace, harmony, balance, love, light. I put that intention out for everybody out there, and healing, especially for the people that go through depression. We will be healed. Know that. We are being healed daily. Sometimes there's just things that we got to go through so we can learn what it is we need to learn. So I love you all. Bless you on your journey. Love, light, and blessings.